again, we are not fighting.
Not fighting.
We're not fighting. You can't even see. Oh, look. Oh, my goodness.
Clicking.
Do you hear
there's a clicking.
There's a clicking.
Honey, there's a clicking. Welcome to the show. We'll get to you in a moment. There's a clicking on the desk, and I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm in Lethal Weapon 3 at the beginning. There could be a package down there. It could be explosive. Welcome to the show.
Mark, take us in, why don't you?
It's the Positivity Report. That's Ken Knapsack. Over there on the bar is Josh Macuga. I'm GPACharity. Good show we got lined up today.
Huge show. Huge.
Monstrous.
Monstrous.
Like that goddamn monster that's green out in Fenway.
Let me tell you a little something there, Mark, okay?
We got started so bad.
I know. It's Boston, okay? The Green Monster's back. The Red Sox are back. They're here on the field.
I'm so sorry.
They're doing things. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Positivity
Report. Hey, everybody's back.
I'm Josh Macuga. That's Mark Ellis. Ken Knapsack on the ones and twos, a.k.a. the bar, eating his egg sandwich. Doing his thing. His new nickname, according to Mark Ellis, is Captain Egg Sandwich.
Captain Egg Sandwich.
Which I really dig.
No longer a private. He is now a captain, but the real admiral of this ship, GPACharity over there.
The Hawaiian hunk.
Now my favorite. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right finally.
The great Hunkino.
Because you're the only one I like in this studio, and I will tell you why. Okay. Every morning, on Fridays, coming in to do the Positivity Report, because I want to? No, because I've been asked. Free of charge.
That's a low bar.
And I text the boys and I say, hey, y'all want anything from Coffee Bean? And I thought I'd spice it up a little bit. I know some parents are in town, so I said, hey, you John and Deb want anything from Coffee Bean?
Did I get that text?
No response.
You know what?
From Josh?
Okay.
Or from Captain Egg Sandwich, who, by the way, got the name because I'm bringing him an egg sandwich. They just assume, Ikaika, this is why you can't feed the animals. Because they just keep coming back and they just keep expecting. You know, the first time you feed a dog and you give it a treat, they'll lick your face, they'll act like all lovey. Then they start expecting it. I'm working with 2 Mollies right now.
This is a metaphor for Hollywood. You help one person. Next thing you know, they're rolling their eyes and ignoring you at a screening as they take your job.
Oh, boy. I can't wait to
post
the
this.
Positivity Report.
A Captain Egg Sandwich, he responds like, one of those egg sandwiches. I have never said yes to a Coffee Bean order. But I did see. Here's the thing.
Empty.
Is you asked for John and Deb, right? My parents are in town. They're the best.
Yeah.
And I do have some. No. Yes. Oh, 100%. They're still on East Coast time, as my dad says. AKA, they're both retired and like to sleep till 9:30.
How many sheets to the wind did they get last
Well,
night?
John Macuga and I had a few too many cocktails at dinner. We were leaving. I was like, you guys want to come over to the house and maybe watch the Jeopardy from last time? And I was like, we're tired.
Dude, well, I mean, with an offer like that, who
They
could
love
say
Jeopardy.
No? Hey,
They
do you want
love
to watch
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy? It's a rerun.
I've only watched the one episode of Aaron Rodgers. Our cable went out yesterday, which was, I mean, my dad was like, what am I supposed to do here?
Yeah, you can't watch coverage of the undulating greens.
No,
Hello, friends.
I know.
You can come over to my place. I've been pitching this for weeks because I don't live too far from Josh's new house.
Correct.
Because as we know, all of our friends in our community are trying to move closer to Mark Ellis.
Yeah.
So now you're a few miles. You're a stone's throw. You're a lot closer to a Wendy's than I am.
True.
And I said, hey, Josh, your parents are coming into town, and I know that you're trying to coordinate a move. You got the new baby. Why don't you just tell John and Deb, hey, y'all want to take a break from all this madness? Come on over to Mark Ellis's place. My apartment is pretty much the man cave for everyone. John and Deb, welcome. They can come over. They can have a couple of vodka tonics. They can watch Jim Nance slowly lull them to that afternoon nap place, and we can watch some coverage. No text back.
According to Amanda, my dad took 3 naps yesterday, which is amazing.
That's the life.
He's crushing. Also, so they were helping her like move some stuff yesterday and whatever. I was here all day, and my dad, we pick him up in the car for dinner. My dad's like, "What'd you do all day?" It's like, "Oh, we're doing shows and stuff." He's like, "Couldn't call me?" I'm like, "What?"
Wow.
You're in town, John.
I know you're here.
I'm gonna see you.
Yeah. So so here's the first thing. 1, Mark, you could invite them to your place. 2, do you want to see the look of disappointment on my mother's face when she sees how you live? Okay.
What do you mean how I live?
Mark,
You've been to my place. There's no cereal box tower.
Okay. You have a camera just sitting in your living room, all set up with a...
What are you, shooting stag pictures?
Okay, yeah, exactly. You have a lonely cement patio that we have yet to utilize its full potential.
The cement patio could use a little touch-up.
Your dog life situation. My mom just wants you to have a nice girl in your life and stop posting pictures of the dog every day. That's all she wants.
The dog is the nice girl in my life.
Okay,
And
okay,
once
okay.
Deb and John actually meet Molly, I'm pretty sure the same thing is going to happen to them that happened to me. Because the first time I met Molly, I told her mom, I was like, yeah, look, she can come over once a week. I'm not a dog guy.
Yeah.
The next morning, hey, Molly. Same thing's going to happen to John and Deb. Now, I do have a big back patio that I have yet to take advantage of. However, it's not like I'm incapable of moving a camera if I'm having company. When you come over or when Ken comes over, God forbid if you respond to my text, it's not like you all qualify as company. You're just people that are going to come over to drink what's in my fridge, so I don't find it necessary to get rid of all the camera and equipment and stuff. But if John and Deb are coming over, you think I'm not going to turn up the hosting notch a little bit?
Ken?
Well, look,
Ken?
Mark's going to be okay. I've been over there. He's entertained me, Daniel Kennedy, some other people very well. Promise.
You make up a name? Was that the Lost Kennedy brother? Daniel Kennedy,
We
Rick Offenberger,
we sat
Gino
great time.
Sideminder.
The Pizza Hut guy showed up at 10:15. It's like, hey, Mark, how you doing again?
We had Pizza Hut K-Papas at 10:15 a.m.
Deb's going to be like, Mark, where's a fork for this casserole?
Yeah.
And Mark's going to be like, oh, I don't have those here. And that's when the explosion will happen.
Yeah.
First of all, in case I do run out of the actual silverware that I do own because somebody bought it for me, I also have like literally 25 Wood Ranch tightly wrapped napkins with the wrap and the wet naps. And so we're covered head to toe. A nice bedroom in there. It's very dark. John could go in there and take one of his 4 daily naps. It's perfect for everyone. 2 bathrooms. 2 bathrooms.
It's a good bathroom.
2 bathrooms. My dad got
2 laundry.
My dad needs that second bathroom. We were talking about like when we were looking at houses. I was like, Amanda tried to get me in a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. My dad goes, "Where are you gonna poop?"
Yeah, you gotta have it.
This is his first question. I was like, "Yeah, we as a family, we understand. As people understand, when you live with a significant other or multiple people, there cannot be just 1 bathroom. That's why Amanda and I, when we were moving in together for the first time, she's like, "We're definitely gonna move to my place, right?" I was like, "No, what? Absolutely not. Your place is much better." Way nicer, has an outdoor patio, but only has 1 bathroom. There's no way we can live like this. Also, her shower was built when people clearly weren't built like me because I couldn't fit in it. And the water pressure was literally like,
oh, no.
Can't do it.
Out.
No.
I don't care how nice it is. Have you heard this one's take
Talk to
on
me.
traveling with your significant other?
no,
Because
I haven't. Ken,
what
go.
the only thing Ken needs, he could be staying at the 4 Seasons, and he might go across the street to Red Roof Inn if Red Roof Inn has a fan in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You got to have the fans in the bathroom. End of story.
When I
don't even need it to be a fan necessarily. I just need it to be a loud noisemaker.
Sure. Yeah, just like a guy in there swinging a.
Ding, 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 ding,
You
ding.
hey, welcome to Red Roof Inn. I'm Mike, your bathroom attendant for the weekend.
Whoa! How do you guys like my fan noise? That's pretty good, Mike.
That's what I want.
Is Mike going to be in there all night? Honey, he's the bathroom attendant. You want a mint or not?
I love that Josh went to like the old rattling like in the 1982 World Series. Ken Obergefell coming to score for the Cardinals. Ding, 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 ding,
Well,
ding, 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 ding.
We had this. We redid our basement when I was like 12 or 13, right? And it was just like an old East Coast like cement basement with just wood, like cement walls. And my grandpa was like, let's turn this into a game room. I was like, I'm all in. He put in the bathroom. He's like, I got one of the greatest bathroom fans ever. My dad, brother, and I, we were psyched. He turns it on and it's just like, he's like, I may have missed a couple parts. Let me go back and look at it.
Sounds like a lawnmower. It covers up the sound of pooping, which is the goal, but you also don't want anything to explode other than the a-hole.
That's true.
And Brendan Truitt in chat says, what about see-through bathroom doors in a hotel room? This is like a new trend.
Yeah, I know.
The sliding door in the bathroom with 3 inches staring at. Me and Scrimshaw had a share hotel in Chicago. Fancy hotel in Chicago.
I went there to the bar.
The first
Like
night.
a $60 martini.
Joseph goes,
delicious.
we're going to have to get a new room. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, look at the bathroom door. Like, we could have recorded a podcast.
Yeah.
Don't they like it when you close it and you lock it? Aren't they? There's like some weird smoke screen that comes up though.
No. Like, we're talking this much. You could see, like, what's going on. No.
I love.
And then the showers that don't have any curtains, that's just like a half glass.
Yeah, the weird glass thing is I love staying in those kind of hotel rooms when I'm by myself.
myself.
And as we know, that's how I prefer to live my
God
life
bless you.
True.
in town and on the road. But yeah, when you're with someone, it's a whole. If we know someone,
There
she
needs to
shall
be a
remain
seal.
nameless.
There needs to be a seal on that door, or at least a semblance of a seal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
a
that-
ceiling fan, Ken.
I know someone who is now married, a literal Otter fan. I know someone who is now married, and she, I believe, still demands that if they're staying in a hotel room together, she makes her husband go to the lobby
Smart
to
move.
go rock a
Smart.
deuce.
Yeah, no. When I was in my fraternity in college, I would walk across the street to the Days Inn, and I would like say hi to the people working the front desk, like, hey. Go to the bathroom, come out. They knew it was happening. Our fraternity bathroom was a disaster 80% of the time.
80%.
96% of the time.
Yeah.
See?
It was, yeah. And
Best bathroom
yeah.
situation that I've ever experienced. Collider.
Oh
Not
my
that
God.
bathroom situation, but you would go across the street to Yard House,
Oh.
and they have that private bathroom.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You
Nazi
feel
waitress
like
or not, that private bathroom.
it's the most peaceful vacation I've ever been on.
Oh, it's got a fan. It has a temperature and a smell
it's
to
the
it.
best. It's the best. Oh, well, I've told the greatest story of all time. It's not my story. Our old technical director at the old Screen Chuckies, guy named JT, you might have heard of him. Great guy. Love the guy. He'd disappear for a while. You'd be like, where you going? He's like, finally told me like a year into it. He goes, you know that French restaurant up the street? He goes, go there to poop.
Yeah, yeah. You look at JT and you know one thing about that guy. He knows his way around a toilet.
He does. He's the George Costanza of this world. He
Do
really
you think
is.
he takes his shirt off? Do you think he takes his hat off?
I take my shirt off. I'll tell you that much.
Do you?
The first time I came out, like we were about 6 months into the relationship, I came out with my shirt off from the bathroom, and Amanda was like, "What are you doing in there?" I was like, "I was pooping." She's like, "With your shirt off?" I was like, "Of course." No, ow. Whatever.
It's a little fraying. I don't need it.
Yeah.
But you know.
I think it's a preferable way to go.
If it
Heather
happens.
Schneider, the Schneider Cut, aka Fields of Heather, Ikaika's lovely girlfriend, said, Ikaika and I have a good relationship, but I still don't want to watch him poop through a glass door.
See?
Correct. Also, our guest coming in about 5 minutes, Claire Lim, aka We Claire, aka the enemy of We Kaika, aka good we versus bad we.
Ooh,
Okay.
like a Mario Wario situation.
Correct. Okay. Claire says, I once stayed in a New York City hotel and the shower was in the middle of the room. That's New York. Welcome. to it.
Yep.
It was like the shower was the wall, see-through shower wall.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
What are we doing here
Yeah.
as a society, as a people?
Well, calling back to Ken's Chicago story, because we were all there a couple years ago, where I actually made the cut to be invited to Ken and Scrimshaw's room to watch Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
I was so nervous that I'd make a noise. Our hotel room, where Josh and I came back to watch Masters highlights after we taped my special,
did. It was
that
great.
was one of the tinier hotel rooms I've ever been in.
Yeah, and you trashed that thing royally, and I helped you.
Yeah, John and Deb would not have felt comfortable in there.
No.
Unlike my apartment, where they're going to
Yes.
feel very,
Very comfortable.
luxurious.
I think what we should do is do like a surprise drop-in on Mark to see what's happening. I'll give you a
Fair.
30-minute warning. 30 minutes.
That's
20
fair.
minutes.
That's
30.
fair.
Okay.
I
got it.
don't need it. I
Okay.
do not need your warnings.
Okay.
I
All
might
right.
not be home because I'm doing stand-up this week.
My dad might be. Yeah, there you go.
I'll give you the key.
My dad might be allergic to the dog hair, so it might just be a mom situation, which is probably better because my dad.
That's what it
Mark's
all
living the
boils
dream.
down
He's got a
to.
Wake Forest chair and a leather couch. What else does he need?
That's what it all boils down to. Your dad is allergic to dogs,
Mm-hmm.
and so now Deb is on the hate train too.
Yeah. Well, my dad's allergic to dogs that shed and cats, and I think he's allergic to cats by choice. I'm allergic to cats because I am. My dad's like, I'm allergic to cats. I've never been around one, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm bringing the dog over. I'm
And
just gonna
that's that.
look. You got to lean into this, okay? I know John is not necessarily a spring chicken, but he's still got a lot of zest in him, and I think that I'm just gonna shove Molly in his face, and he's just gonna get over it like this by the power of Tony Robbins.
Oh, that's going to go well. His eyes are going to swell up, and he's going to be real pissed at Mark Ellis.
get the guy
And
a
you want to
beer.
marry into our family. Unbelievable.
Well, yeah, but I got my sights set on Deb, so I got to take out John with the dog.
My dad had the quote of the night last night. We're talking in the car, and my dad's like, he's like, well, yeah, that life insurance policy, if I go, it goes to you. But if we go together, it goes to the boys. And I'm like, where is this coming from?
Sounds like he's just
Second-
going to a nightclub.
Yeah, right. And then my mom's like, no, we're gonna die together. My dad's like, nah, you got to give me a couple years.
He wants to live a couple years after her?
No, he
Or
wants to die first and go to heaven. For
That
a
is
couple
such a dude thing. Because, like, nah, let me get up there first, get the lay of the land,
Let me set in and you
get
can
settled.
come join.
It's going to be the same
Yeah.
as kind of like how you and Amanda's relationship worked, because you got to your apartment where you both ended up dwelling first.
Correct.
And so you made a place for yourself.
Yeah.
Then Amanda comes in and spruces it up. So imagine heaven for a dude. It's just a lot of like wings and beer and crap. And then once Deb gets up there, she is going to really make the place look heavenly.
Yes. Well, I mean, of course. I mean, we are 90% moved out of our apartment. There's still more stuff in there than when I lived there alone.
Right. Yeah.
It's, I mean, all I had was a TV, a couch, and a bed. And a computer at points, I guess.
Do you think, Ken, do you think we should go over to Josh's old place one more time now that
Yes.
it's just a couch and a TV and
Yes.
put back up the Happy Gilmore poster and the
Yes.
Johnny Dangerously poster?
Yes.
Yes.
And the Bo Jackson poster.
Bo
we put it
Jackson,
up there.
Groundhog Day?
Groundhog Day was
a
up
good
there.
one?
We
Yeah.
had Dumb and Dumber, Zoolander, Johnny Dangerously, and Happy Gilmore were the four.
And a lot of
framed
Bo
movie
Jackson.
posters, and a ton of Bo Jackson.
Edward
there was a Bo
Vincent
Jackson
Bo Jackson.
shrine. Remember when Amanda came over the first time? She's like, "Who's this guy?" And I was like, "That is Vincent Bo Jackson, one of the
Yeah.
greatest men to ever play a
Play.
sport."
Yeah.
The best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of all time.
Yeah.
At anything.
At all. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, have you
Quote
seen
me
him
your
archer?
scriptures, religious people. Bo Jackson beats him.
Speaking of amazing people, Ikaika Shively, I want to pull up that picture I sent you, and we can get Mark and
I'm
Ken's
still
opinion.
waiting for the email.
What? It was
I'm
sent
still
to
waiting
you.
for the email.
Get out of here.
Ooh, boy. Somebody not good at texting this
Ooh.
morning.
What?
Ooh, Shively coming in hot.
Wow.
Hot. Hot.
Still waiting on the. Fuck. Forget it.
Does Ken at least text you back, Ikaika? Or no?
Yeah.
I'm delayed.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just look at him and be like, this conversation's done.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you
think
both are
that's about
still
right.
doing better than Riley, because as far as I know, Riley died 4 weeks ago in New York. I don't know where he is.
Yeah.
That's true.
He
How's his
came
hair?
in yesterday. I was doing the FCF show. He came in and left in like 20 minutes. I was like, oh, that was about.
Yeah.
I really taught that kid well.
You have.
Just
Don't
come
say
and leave.
Yeah, don't say anything to anybody. Thomas GR says Macuga's parents should have their own sitcom by the sound of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
they did. It
that's
was
fair.
called Everybody Loves Raymond. Okay, they were the parents, and Everybody Loves Raymond. I was not Raymond. Ben is Raymond, and I was Brad Garrett. Raymond.
Oh, I don't
That's
know
about
about that.
But my
That's not
parents
right.
loved me more than they loved Raymond. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they like Ben. Ben's fine. They love Ben's
Ben's
kids.
fine.
They love me.
I might
I'm
have,
the baby. That's how it works.
I think your parents like Ben more than you, but that could all change now because they're in love with the new grandkid.
Correct.
So I might cast Ben as
Brad
Garrett,
Mm,
and I might have Josh as Raymond,
yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
making us
sports writer?
Patricia Heaton.
Yeah.
Oh. He's got 3 kids. That's too many for me at this point. I'll tell you what. 1 kid is a lot. of work.
3 kids is 4 too many for me.
Yeah.
I don't even want a pregnancy scare.
As somebody who's been the part of pregnancy scares, I would also recommend don't have that happen to you.
Not fun.
Not great.
Not fun.
Not great. You know who is great?
I have the picture real quick.
Oh, you do.
What a
that email
transition.
finally came, Mark.
Finally went through.
Oh man, what timing that email finally came through. Here comes the great Hunkino, Ikaika Shively, the Hawaiian hunk, Prince of the Islands, Aloha Friday. What do you got? Let's show it. Okay. Does that baby
my good lord.
does that baby not look just like me?
That and her caption was great.
Yeah. Hanging with Rosie, aka Josh. Yeah,
That's pretty much
Yeah.
that's a Josh.
that's pretty much Macuga.
Now listen,
There's very little Amanda in that picture.
what we need is her to start trending to look like Amanda, right? Because Amanda has these beautiful green eyes. I don't want her to just have my brown eyes, right? I want her to have a little bit of.
What's wrong with brown eyes?
You have hazel ones.
No, I have brown eyes. Don't you dare hazel me.
You have light brown, possible hazel.
Don't you dare. Your eyes aren't the brownest I've ever seen either.
Look at my eyeballs. They're browner than yours.
I don't buy that for a second.
Ken, come over here and look at our eyeballs. Ken, wrestle your father.
Hang on.
Browner.
Hang on.
More
I'm
brown.
getting all the pigment in there. Okay,
Josh, more brown. Little green in Mark.
See? I told you. There's a greenish hue.
There's a greenish hue.
Do you know why?
Ikaika, we got to get a zoom camera
Because
on
the greatest lightsaber of all time is in my eyes.
here.
A little bit of Luke's Return of the Jedi
Oh,
green.
man.
You're a little bit Luke.
All right.
I'm a little bit.
Is that how that song
I don't know
goes?
what that was. That's the John Williams. John Williams submitted that to George Lucas, and George went, I don't really know. I'm a little bit Luke. I'm a little bit Anakin. It was
feels
changing
like
the tone
that
of
was
the movie.
George's suggestion to John Williams, and John Williams is like, I'm not gonna do
You
that.
mean the guy that makes the background music?
Yeah, background music.
As I call it. I think one time Christian was like, I came into his office when he had that walking treadmill that just collected dust.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That walking treadmill went through a lot of hosts
It
of
did.
shows,
It really
and it
did.
was used 4 times.
Yes, correct. He was listening to like what sounded like a symphony. I was like, oh, what is this? Is this like a Beethoven or something? I didn't know you were into classical music. He's like, this is the score to insert some movie that I didn't really know. Or it was like, I don't know, like whatever. And I was like, oh, so like the background music? This one we like, and he's like, what? It's like, yeah, like the music that happens in the background.
The background music.
It's like,
how dare
Here comes Anakin.
when
It's
we used
Anakin
to
time.
when we used to have to write all the Schmodown questions for scores and soundtracks, those were the biggest tugs of war that Christian and I had because he hated any question that was not a music score.
Yeah.
And so I'd sneak in like, what Aerosmith song opens Days Confused? He's like, that's not. I'm like, it's a soundtrack. It's literally half of the category
Correct.
that we have. Scores and soundtracks.
Speaking to somebody who loves a good score and soundtrack and who says you guys we're hazelists, nothing wrong with hazel eyes. I agree. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the UK. I tried to pronounce some Welsh words yesterday. She's not Welsh, she's Scottish, but she lives in London. Are you confused? You shouldn't be. It's Claire Lim. Claire,
Claire,
Claire.
Hello.
She's got this sound. What is that sound maker, and how do we get one? It is amazing.
It's a little Go XLR, and I programmed like things like so. I
Is that
just
from
play around with it.
Ghostbusters?
What was that?
Is that from Ghostbusters? You sound like a real good Ghostbuster-y kind of thing there.
It's just a kind of, I don't know what it is. I just kind of happened upon it.
Claire, can you give us one? I'm going to give you a line, and then can you recreate this line in that voice? I just want you to say, "There is no Dana, only Zool."
Yeah. Oh, you
Oh,
muted.
Claire, you muted yourself.
You muted yourself,
You
Claire.
muted yourself.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit, sorry. 1 second. There is no data. There is only Zool.
That's Ghostbusters. That's perfect. Well done, we Claire.
There it is. There it is.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're the best. You're the best. Claire, how are things? Talk to us. What's going on? We love having you on the show. You're the best.
Things are really good. I've been really busy this week, just working and actually doing the work that I'm meant to be doing, and not sort of. Well, I'm still sitting in my joggers, but yeah, just sort of working and interviewing people and doing stuff for like production companies and BBC and all sorts. So it's been quite a busy week.
Nice.
Actually.
And is this no, it's the same background. I keep thinking that you're changing your background because that couch is like a little more purple. Is it brighter?
No. It's still purple and very meaty. This is meatball that lives in my
that's
brain.
The Claire meatball.
This is meatball.
Yeah.
Hi. So this is the meatball. Oh, sorry.
Hello, my name's Meatball. Hello there, Matt. How are you doing? All right. Good morning to you. Good night. Good evening to the UK people. Hello.
It's like we have Michael Winslow on.
I know it really is. This is too much fun. I would just be pressing those buttons all day, and my wife would be like, "All right, that's enough of that. Can't do that anymore."
Claire, if you had to pick one of those 6 movie posters to be the only movie you get to watch for the rest of your life, which one are you taking? Against all odds, I fancy myself a big Bill and Ted fan. Something about Demolition Man is luring me that way.
Oh man, Demolition Man, underrated.
Predator's a pretty perfect film. I don't care what anyone says. It is the most perfect film ever made. It does what it says in the tin. It's like it
Son
just
of
goes
a
straight into the action. It's just bing bang bosh done.
Yeah.
Beautiful film. Chef's kiss.
Boom.
Beautiful.
Boom, boom, boom. Okay.
CIA got you pushing too many pencils.
You son of a bitch.
Dylan, you son of a bitch. I mean, honestly, the film is perfect. And even the end, oh my god.
You're the DJ that an off strip Vegas really needs. We couldn't put you at the Aria. We couldn't put you at like, MGM Grand, but we could put you at like Dave's Casino in Henderson, and you would be crushing it.
Yeah, or YouTube shows. This is it. I'm like the light relief with a sound mixer. That's my job now. This is what the pandemic has done to me, Josh. Look at me. Look at me now, kids.
Look at what I've
Look at
done.
me
Doing
now.
great. You are thriving in the pandemic, and then we cannot wait for you and the Meatballs gig at Excalibur New Year's Eve, just off the
Telling you.
Las Vegas Strip.
Me and Meatball are going places, Mark. Don't
Yeah.
even mock the Meatball. We're
Now,
going places.
Claire, I don't know if you can see in your background, but you have a guest there on your show, and he's your new mortal enemy. Can you
Yeah.
see who's on your? Do you see? That is
Oh.
Little
that-
guy on your
Oh.
couch. You might want to
that's Wee Kaika. That is Wee
Wow.
Kaika.
infiltrate
Look
him.
at him go! Hey, get him! Get out of there!
Yep. You got a Miyagi and
Yep.
Get off my meatball!
Get off
Oh.
Get off my meatball! Get off! Get off my meatball! Jesus Christ!
Look at him
God's
go.
sake.
Yep. See, what we do here on this show, Claire, is we create friendly rivalries between people that would not be natural rivalries, like we, Claire, and we, Kaika. Okay. Now,
Okay.
we also Sinead DeFries' mortal enemy is a crockpot. Okay, that's clear. You know.
I can see that.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So we now have two rivalries. How do you feel about Wee Kaika, Wee Claire? Wee Kaika, expand yourself just a little bit and just give Claire a little mean mug. Oh no.
Wow.
Oh.
Not happy with Wee
Not
Claire.
happy at yes, thank you.
I mean, it kind of looks like I'm going, ugh.
Yeah,
Like,
well.
sorry. I mean, anyway.
That's fine.
Wee
Wee
Kaika.
Kaika stinks. I get it.
We get it.
Not a-
Smell it.
not
Look,
a-
oh, now he's on art. Now he's back to
Yeah,
us.
I think I upset him.
Claire, he came across the pond to our desk. This is
Kaika, as your mortal enemy, I'm just saying peace and love.
Oh.
I will crush you.
Well
Peace
said.
and love.
well said.
Peace
well said.
and love.
Peace and love. I
Name
will
here
crush
says
you.
in quotes, "Get off my meatball." Claire Lim, 2021. That's
Hey, look, this is exactly why one day I will be as big as Ninja on Twitch. This
Yes.
is exactly why
see.
I'm gonna be as big as Ninja. I'm gonna have millions of followers just because of Meatball quotes like that. This is top content, you guys.
See,
Top
boom,
content.
top content. I like. See, people in the UK use words differently than we do. Obviously, I'm not like everybody uses things the same, but something like top content, I like that.
Yeah, well, they also drop a lot of C-bombs over there
That's
in the
true.
UK,
That is
and
very true.
we tend to not get away with that as much here. Not that I am itching to yell it at anyone, because I, unlike Claire and now Kaika, I don't know that I have any natural enemies other than 3 comedians that I could name right now.
Okay.
Claire, do you think that I should have a mortal enemy? Would that make me a more interesting person? And if so, who should my mortal enemy be?
Oh, that's a good question.
Great.
Oh, okay. Your mortal enemy should definitely be Thirsty Tina.
Oh, here comes Thirsty Tina. Just wait for it. Here.
Tina.
Tina.
Oh, hi. Hi. Oh, hi, Mark. How are you doing, boys? Oh!
Wow.
That's
That
tickled.
is...
So yeah.
Yep.
I don't even think Tina and I would be enemies. I just think Tina wins. Like you know how you have to
Tina.
both teams have to play well for it to be a rivalry.
Yeah.
This is like Bengals Steelers. I don't have a chance.
Yep.
Mark just lies down and he's like, it's
I'm-
cool.
I'm
Just
out.
Tina.
I'm out.
Fetal position. Just fetal position. He's
Ti-
out.
Hey, Claire, I believe Tina has an inspirational quote for us today. Is that true? And
Oh yeah, she
then we
does.
can.
Yeah. She's
yeah, yeah.
prepared one especially.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
get out of my scene, bitch. Anyway, I'm back. Hi there, Josh. So everybody, Josh asked me to prepare an inspirational quote for you. So I've got one. Are you ready?
Mark is confused.
Don't be confused, honey. Go with it. Lean into it, bitch. Right. The path that is dry is flat and well worn. The thirstier path is risky. It's full of twists and turns, but life is short, so grab it by the balls, bitches. Oh!
I saw that on a bumper sticker once.
It was a long bumper sticker, but it was
Yeah,
really
that's,
good.
that's one of those truck bumper stickers.
Oh man, Tina.
That's a whole mud flap.
Sorry that I've just lowered the tone of your entire show.
No,
No.
are you kidding me? Here's the thing that I want to do most in this life is make Mark Ellis feel uncomfortable because the face that he makes when he's uncomfortable it's unlike you don't know what your face looks like, but we can see it, right?
I don't know my face. I'm trying to think of the last time I was truly uncomfortable in a situation where like I was actually like panicking, like
Yeah.
I got to get out of here. It's been a minute.
a full 30 seconds since the last time Tina
Since
was on
Tina
the screen.
showed up,
Yeah.
I instantly, every time Tina shows up, it's just an instantly repressed memory.
Yeah.
And so I just blacked out for the last 2 minutes.
It was that kind of like middle distance look that Mark had on his face, just kind of like staring into the middle distance and just slowly rocking. Just a very slow rock.
Yeah,
Only
it's like when a
people I
news
can
anchor, you
detect
can
it.
tell that their producer's talking to them in their ear. And so they just kind of trail off into the distance like, oh, God, I don't know what to say anymore.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
It's like
exactly.
It's like when Ken is talking into the microphone and GPACharity doesn't cut to him for like a solid 7 seconds.
He just bails.
There you go.
Uh,
Now it's time to say something funny.
Yeah, go ahead, Ken. Give us an inspirational quote.
Life is like pro wrestling. Sometimes the good guys win, sometimes the bad guys win, but most of the time the referee gets knocked out and all hell breaks loose.
Boom. See? There you go.
Pretty
good.
It's a pretty
Done.
good one.
Yeah.
Mark, do you have an
Wow.
inspirational quote for the people?
Joe Orsulak up to bat next. The Orioles looking good. 1983 campaign going well. Orsulak takes a cut. It's a deep fly ball. It could. It might. It's the warning track caught for an out. The Orioles lose to the Yankees.
But there you go. Claire,
Sorry,
you're-
what did you want?
Claire, you're getting some solid American baseball announcing from one Mark Ellis. And I think, personally, Tina's a little offended by it, but that's just me.
I mean, if Tina was saying the stuff, it would sound better. You know, I don't know what you said, but like,
Something about deep fly balls. I like it. Oh.
Claire, have you done a lot of improv and sketch? Because you seem to have a lot of characters up there in your head. Have you ever expressed them on a stage in front of people?
no, never. This is what 12 months of lockdown and streaming does to you, Mark.
Yeah.
This is exactly it. I've created my own little world with meatballs and thirsty women. This is my life.
Thirsty
This is my life.
women.
I propose that at GPACon, we give an hour to a late night Thirsty Tina show,
I agree.
like a live show of
Oh,
Thirsty
yeah.
Tina.
Yes, 100%.
Crap. How long would that be? Like, I've never done Thirsty Tina longer than I did Mario Kart as Thirsty Tina for like a track.
However long you want it.
Yeah, if Claire, however thirsty Tina can stay thirsty, however long you want to stay thirsty, we are up for it. I'd also like to
Okay.
point out that Ken Knapsack did not get a cut to his camera that last time.
Kike's doing it on purpose now.
Now he's doing it on
Trying to
purpose.
shut me out.
Watch, as soon as I start talking, he's going to cut to you. There you
Uh,
go. Boom, shakalaka. There it is.
You never know what's going to happen. You never know which
Yeah.
way it's going to cut. What I love about Claire's setup and what she's been able to accomplish the last year in lockdown is that Claire has basically done what Ken Knapsack did when he was in 7th grade.
Yeah.
Because Ken, when he was in 7th grade, Claire, I don't know if you know the story, Ken basically like just stayed in his room and did
Yeah.
like a radio show with a lot of different wacky characters. But
Yeah.
you actually are broadcasting to the world, so
Yeah.
you're basically living the dream of a 7th grade Ken Knapsack.
Yep.
It's
Very
got to feel good.
Yep.
Yeah, it feels good stealing grown men's dreams.
Oh.
I like it.
I haven't grown.
We'll let you know when that
Grown,
happens.
I'm
we're
still
grown.
Correct.
13.
Yeah.
Ken's a 13-year-old with a 60-year-old's back.
This is true.
Meet me.
This is true. That's why I'm standing today.
Meet me in the middle, Claire. Last week, Claire, I think it was right after we no, so that would have been 2 weeks ago. So last Friday, Ken he like bends over to pick up his bag, and he hasn't been the same since.
I haven't been the same. I went,
For-
yeah.
Yeah,
And it hasn't been the same.
it was legitimate Schwarzenegger in Predator, like.
Josh had to drive me home.
Yeah, I had to drive Ken home. He lives a block away.
Yeah.
No, well, I live with a middle-aged man. My husband has entered 40-somethingdom,
Ooh,
and
hot.
he makes noises whenever he wanders. Like, ooh, ah, lots of expletives. Getting on and off the toilet, up and down, out the bed. It's like living with a 70-year-old man.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
wait.
hot.
Could I put you in contact with my girlfriend Grace so that she understands she's not alone? That every time I get out of bed, I go, fuck balls.
This is the stuff that the Positivity Report is doing, Claire. We're bringing people together, okay? Husbands and girlfriends, boyfriends and all of that together to reach a common ground that we are all worried about Mark Ellis. I think that's what it really comes down to. We're worried about you know, his
What are you worried about? Here's what he's worried about, Claire, is that Josh has now gotten into the cult, a very popular cult of making babies. And so what people like to do in the cult of making babies is they like to trick all of their friends into also making babies so that they have people to hang out with. And I have not taken the leap, and I don't plan on doing it, but I will take Rosie to Disneyland.
Well, there you go. Okay, fine.
Don't do it, man. Don't
Claire,
do it, man.
will you take my daughter to Disneyland with Mark, please? Just say yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think Claire and I would be great friends at Disneyland. But
I
Claire, I
agree.
don't know if you heard this. They're reopening Walt Disneyland, but apparently passengers on the roller coasters are not allowed to scream or yell. So
No
it's just going to be a
bloody
lot
way.
of old man grunting.
Thunder Mountain,
Just
Thunder
a
Mountain,
lot
Thunder
of,
Mountain.
like, you know, sort of burst hernias.
I'm literally the guy that, like, on any roller coaster is like,
Me
like, that's
too.
me. Yeah.
Have you seen me play horror games? Like, I'm the worst. Like, even when I play Mario Kart, I'm like swearing and screaming at people, and
Yeah.
and I can't go on rides. My husband finds it really funny. We've got on our fridge, we've got loads of magnets from, you know, like little pictures from when we went on rides
Yeah.
together over the last like 20 years we've been together. And every single picture, Paul's like this, and I'm like that every single picture. I need to send you a picture of these. Oh my god.
I
it's
would
so
like
embarrassing.
that collage to be for the your next appearance on the show, Claire. Bring that collage of roller coaster pictures. I think it's very important. In the chat, Sheila Toner says, "My back is busted, and I also make those noises when I get up from a chair. Half the time, I pop like bubble wrap. Yee, that's a
Ooh.
tough one."
Yeah.
Thomas Grew. Sorry, hold on one second. I had another one. Kate says, "I make those noises, and I'm in my 30s." Yeah, I think I get up in the morning, and I'm just like, again. Here we go. And this morning, Claire, when you have a, you know, the infant just kind of takes control. She woke up this morning at about 5:30, which she usually does, and that's my time to feed her and take her out and, you know, watch TV together, whatever. I don't know if the doctor recommends you show a screen to a baby that early, but I don't really give a
Did you
shit.
say take her out?
Yeah, like take her out of her bassinet.
Like you're
'cause she-
taking her for a walk?
You know, like you take it. She's in her little bassinet. Amanda's sleeping, so I take her out to the living room.
Okay.
Right? We hang out on the couch, and usually after the bottle, a change, like a burp, she goes back to sleep. Not this morning. And you know what I think it is? She's very excited about the Masters. She's just like her dad. It's a big weekend.
And she met her grandparents.
And she met her grandparents for the first time, so she's very excited about that. It's been a lot's been going on, Claire. So anyway,
This is very exciting.
Yeah.
From going to the bedroom to the living room.
it's huge. Quarantine it's gigantic.
Claire, do you have any words of wisdom? I'm sure you have a lot of friends that have had children, and you've kind of gotten a bird's eye view of how they've raised their kids, whether right or wrong. What would be your advice to a new parent, especially one who maybe struggles with being an adult like Josh Macuga?
Well said, Mark. Well said.
Oh, okay. Don't change. Simply. Just don't change.
See, that's the inspirational quote we need from Claire Lim.
I'm not sure Amanda ratifies
Forget
that.
this, Tina, why did I do that before? I should have just gone, don't change.
Yeah.
Doo.
It's out. Now, Claire, you reached out to some of your friends on Twitter and you asked for some good news. And we have one, and then I sent you a link in your email for the other one. So
his eyes got big. He was not prepared.
Yeah.
For that.
Well, because
truth bomb.
he's over there like getting ready for I don't know what he's like looking at Airbnbs for his
There's
30th
no link
birthday,
in
which
this
is like
email.
6 years. I sent another email
It's okay.
with the
Why
link.
don't you just read them out.
Okay, here's another one.
Here's another. See, he's got another one.
Okay, we got
Okay.
another email.
Okay, your
See what
the
this
first
is.
tweet you asked for. What did the tweet say? Because I saw
Okay,
it. Funny.
I've got the one about the airbrushing up.
Oh
right?
yeah.
So it says, this is from Fabian Enrichsen. Okay, he says, I'm learning to paint with airbrush so I can finish some bookshelves for my son, which I thought was really sweet because
Yes.
lots of people have learned things during the lockdown, and it's like a nice bonding tweet as well. So although we've been very alone, I kind of like that one because it's quite nice. He's doing something with his son and he's learning something.
Yeah,
so I
right.
thought that was
I think Ikaika, that's the link I sent you. Go ahead, you can pull up. Okay, because I've been
So it's
I
building
wanna-
bookshelves
Well,
and
I
then
wa-
painting them.
Yeah, I want to get into. I thought remember the old Wagner Power Painter commercials? See, look at this.
The Wagner did make it look fun.
Yeah, see, he's got that that professional power painter, the spray painter. That's the kind of stuff I want to get into because I think the use of rollers and brushes is completely just a waste of time. But if you have that sick airbrush thing,
You could
Sky's the limit.
probably get away with making a little more grunts and stuff too.
Yes.
Because like, "Arr,
Yeah.
you're gonna sound like Tim Allen.
Totally.
Now, the thing, Claire, though, is that I believe Joshykins has to take advantage of this new desire to, whether it's a roller or an airbrusher or a Minwax wood your back deck. Josh has to take advantage of this now because if you look at that picture, that is a house that is being moved into.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're moving into a house. This is the time. Enjoy the golf this weekend, but I think next week is when you really got to sink your teeth into this thing. Start watching some YouTube vids now.
Well, now the thing is, now I have a little bit of an outdoor space, Claire, so I can really get into some really good power paintings, some airbrushing, if you will.
This is the top dad content that we all need.
Correct. Yep.
We got to get Claire
Claire,
over
you need a
here.
bookshelf? I will make you a bookshelf.
Yes.
You need a shelf for your meatball.
Yeah. There you need shelves. I got shelves. Macuga shelves. You want a big shelf, a medium shelf, a large shelf? I got all the shelves. Macuga shelves. Half off this weekend. Yo.
That was pretty good.
Great.
That was really good. Is that your New York? Is that your New York?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Can you do a Boston? Can you do a Boston?
Boston. Like,
Not Boston, Russia.
I'm from Boston. Very, very big language to learn. Yes, very big on accents. Not good. I came here from my country to get one of Macuga's shells, but they all sold out. Very sad now.
What
I
happened?
make tears in eyes. Yes.
Hey, Sully, I believe Claire is a spy from Russia, maybe a St. Petersburg, maybe a
Mark.
Kremlin situation.
Mark, I swear to God, this girl, she like comes over. She's doing Russian accents. She's doing Scottish. Like, I don't even know how to friggin' do it. Like, do a friggin' Affleck already and call it a friggin' day, Mark.
I believe she's in bed with what's the guy, Gorbachev?
Oh, friggin' Mikhail. He's got that big old spot on his head like my buddy Reggie from down the street. That spot was just food coloring from Easter 2 years ago. He hasn't gotten it out
You see
yet.
that Vladimir Pushkin without a shirt on?
Oh, God. The guy
Pushkin?
he thinks he's ripped, but Pushkin's got it. He got a little man boobs going.
Vladimir Putin?
Yeah.
Don't talk ill of great CEO of Macuga Furniture, Vladimir Pushkin. Do not talk ill. He very big man. I make tear in eye, and I get knife out. I make stab. Yes.
So you think the Sox are gonna do it this year?
Yeah, like what's going on? So is that it? Do we get a suggestion from the crowd? Oh, there's nobody in the crowd. Okay, we'll leave here. All right.
Okay, now we need a color.
Yes.
Welcome to my brain during lockdown.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna ask you earlier. Is like your husband concerned, or are you always like this? It's just escalated in lockdown.
I think it's like it's when I'm streaming, everything comes out. It's like everything on makes my brain kind of go ding 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 ding, and then as soon as the stream's done, I'm really quiet and I just want to watch episodes of Barry and do nothing else.
Barry.
And just want to like sit there, or Barry for our North American friends. Barry.
Pretty much my life, except you just replace Barry with sports, and that's pretty much like when I'm doing these kind of things, I'm happy to be around people, even if they didn't text me back. I am going to go home, and I just want to sit, and I don't even need necessarily the TV to be on. I just want to sit and just kind of drift.
Yeah. Into nothing.
Same.
That's
When
it.
I'm doing events and stuff, like I go straight. I'm not one to. I like have a drink with someone afterwards after I host an event or whatever, and we'll talk to a few folk. But I like to kind of leave earlier than everyone else and go back to the hotel and just order room service and be in my pajamas. I'm really boring.
I am the most boring person. I one time, multiple times actually, I found myself after a few shows, I'll go back to my hotel room and I will play some music very softly and I will open beers and I will just look at a wall and I'll realize that I've been doing it for the last hour and then I'll think that might have been the best hour of my life. That last 60 minutes.
Meanwhile, it like cuts to me in the hotel lobby, just like, don't stop believing. You guys, let's party all night. Ken's like, Josh, it's time for bed. I'm like, oh man.
The only time I stopped staring at the wall was to check my text. I see one from Josh. Get down here now.
Get down
I'll
here.
put that on silent.
Yeah.
No,
I'm in the
like staring
fountain.
at walls, just silently listen to "Killing Me Softly" with his song. Killing me softly with his. So you get it. Just staring at the wall.
Soothing.
Let me ask you a question, Claire. When you call your friends on their birthday, do you sing them happy birthday? Are you one of those
Good
people?
one. Good one.
I don't even call them because I'm a terrible friend. Look, you know what? They get a WhatsApp from me and maybe a voice message because I like the distance of a voice message. It's not a commitment to a call. A call's like kind of someone knocking on your door when you're not ready and you've just got out of bed.
Yeah.
But a voice message, like, hi, how are you? Look, I've made an effort to let you hear my voice. Happy birthday. Now everybody, all my friends know that I'm a dick. Now all my friends are like, wow, Claire's a terrible friend. I'm like, I get embarrassed real easily. I don't know why I don't get embarrassed when I'm doing this kind of stuff, but I would never stand up or sing or do anything in a party situation or anything like that. I'm like a corner, side, back of the room person. Don't look at me. Like, just, I just...
The corner, side, back of the room.
Yeah.
That's the whole room.
Away from everyone.
What about, I mean, I would think that Claire Lim would be like the life of the party. I mean, she's got all these voices. And here I am shocked by the turn of events that I'm the only guy in the lobby doing handstands in the fountain.
No, I feel like Claire enjoys the backside corner of the room until I feel like Claire really opens up and becomes the butterfly if a karaoke machine gets wheeled out. I feel like Claire knows her way around some karaoke songs.
Yes.
Tell me I'm wrong here.
I mean, if the Starship's on there, then I'm all about that.
We built this city.
Yes! Oh
We
my
built
god,
this
yes!
city on rock and roll. Built this city. Come on, Ken.
We
Built this city on rock and roll. Boom, boom, boom,
Dun, dun.
boom, boom.
Oh, it's so good. Yes, that's that or Whitney Houston, and I'm all over it. That's fine.
Dance with somebody? Are we going Whitney Houston dance with somebody?
Yeah.
Dance with somebody
Yeah.
is a tune. It is a
Huge.
bop.
Yeah, don't make the mistake of going Whitney Houston bodyguard era.
No.
It's not going to go
No.
well. Okay.
To this day, I think the funniest moment in my entire marriage relationship with my wife is that song came on the radio.
I will always love you.
Yeah, I will always love you. And
No, I'm telling you.
she
I will always love you.
That was good. That was a good moment.
Guys, stop. Stop. You guys.
It was worth derailing your story. I'm
let's
sorry.
take
Go ahead.
let's take 10
Go ahead. I'm not going
seconds.
to touch your hand.
Let's take- so this guy, Claire. We did it.
Look,
We did
you
it.
Guys, look how awkward they are. They're so
I
cute.
know,
You
it's-
guys.
Oh, you
Oh,
guys.
I love you, Josh. I want a divorce. You were driving, and you
she
you thought
starts
about
singing the song. She starts singing the song. And like the dick husband I am, as soon as that high note hits, I turn down the volume and she's like, oh no. Yeah.
Wow.
It was fantastic.
Although I'm applauding you as well, but I know that if I was your wife, I'd be like so freaking pissed
Yeah.
off with you.
Yeah.
Kind of the same way that whenever I yawn, Paul likes to stick his finger in my mouth. So you guys are laughing.
Yeah.
I keep telling him, I'm
I'll
gonna
bite
get
it.
a stroke though. I'll get a stroke. He's like, yeah, right. Keep doing it. Like it's so annoying.
I occasionally like doing that to Molly.
That's his dog.
If she yawns, you just kind of like to
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got one more tweet from Claire that's positive news, and I hope it's a
oh.
finger to the mouth. We got one more.
Is it? I've chosen a different one. This might mess everything up. Is
Oh,
that
that's okay. I didn't send a link to it, Kaika. It's fine.
Okay, great. So this is from Hog McGandy.
Hog,
Hog McGandy.
or in North American, Hog McAndy.
Hog.
Andy the Hag.
McGandy. Hog McGandy.
Oh man.
Yes, you American like Hug McGandy.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Hog McGandy, he make very good tweet, very big tweet to me. I enjoy. I give him 50% off of furniture. Macuga.com.
Mac, you know Hog McAndy?
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, he lives up in
Worcester, right?
Up in
Worcester.
Worcester.
Yeah.
Yeah, just across the expressway bridge. They're
Yeah,
still
boom.
doing construction on that goddamn thing.
Yeah, friggin' A.
Hog says, I got my second COVID jag, which helps the world. So I
Boom.
like this one because a lot of my friends, a lot of people I know, Hog, I've never met Hog, he just comes into my Twitch streams, but a lot of people I know now are starting to get their jabs, and it's making me kind of hopeful for traveling again and doing stuff. So that's a bit of good news, and I'm
Right.
glad that everyone's slowly getting it.
There's a word I didn't see coming, and this with you here, Claire, is vaccines in the UK are called jabs.
Oh, do you not call them jabs?
No.
Yes, Claire.
We do not. Mark, when was the last time you called a vaccine a jab?
I've heard people say, "Oh
Get the
yeah, I'm
hell
getting
outta
the
here.
jab."
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
You're lying.
I've heard people say
Ken,
it.
back me up here.
I've never heard a jab out
Okay.
here.
Ikaika the Hawaiian hunk, the great hunkino.
He's more
Prince of the
worldly
Islands,
than
on
both
Friday.
you guys.
Nope.
Apparently, I'm more worldly than the
Nope.
Hawaiian.
Nope.
Mark, was this at one of your adult parties?
Oh.
I mean, look, I do a lot of
Yeah.
things. Sometimes the parties require you to wear a mask, not for health reasons, but because it's a masquerade ball,
Oh.
and that's the only article of clothing you're wearing. But I just want everybody to know out there, whether you call it a vaccine or a jab or a stab, whatever it is, just remember, it doesn't work unless you post about it on social media
Correct.
within 48 hours.
Correct.
Yeah, but you need a special sticker and a lollipop as
Yeah.
well.
Just
I'm
like
telling
voting.
you.
Your vote doesn't count unless you post it.
That second vaccine knocked me out, Claire. But like Michael Jordan in the flu game, I came and did the show on Wednesday morning.
Wow. What a hero.
Correct. Fuck.
Nice. How did you just feel flu symptoms then? Is that
Yep.
what it was?
Yep. Just like a lot of chills and exhaustion and
After the first or the second?
second one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But I fought through it, Claire. I fought through it, and I'm here now, and everything feels great. Everything's good. I'm happy to be part of the, moving forward, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Paul and I've started to talk about moving to California plans again. when things-
Oh, yes!
We love
wanna hear it.
meatballs here.
We love meatballs.
Meatballs.
I will bring my meatballs to you. That's
Yes.
not a euphemism.
Boom.
I will bring them.
See?
Bring my meatballs, much meatballs. But I'm really looking forward to that. I think at the beginning of the lockdown there was no kind of goals, there was no kind of hope, and it feels a little bit now in the last sort of 6 weeks now. Paul and I've been talking to friends, and it feels more like we've got goals and things in the diary, work starting up again, and I think that's important for people. We need something to hang on to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%. I think it's
You know
well
what's
said.
great? I'm just realizing this. This is true. I had a dream last night
Oh.
featuring Claire Lim
What?
and our friend Holly Payne.
What? Oh,
I
wow.
was walking down a sidewalk with some friends and ran into Claire and Holly, and I got the hug.
Boom. See?
Because usually in a dream you see someone and like you're about to hug them, and then like you wake up or something else changes, or like a rainbow and a football show up. But no, I'm walking and I get a hug from Claire and I get a hug from Holly, and we start catching up. And I woke up this morning, it was almost like I had just texted them.
Boom.
So,
One of those
Yeah.
beautiful
But you-
lucid
but you
dreams.
didn't, Mark. But you didn't.
Yeah.
What kind of dreams are you having that end with Vinny Testaverde showing up with a football at the end of a rainbow? Hi,
be
Mark.
surprised.
Want to catch a ball?
Instead of dad, it's just like, hey, Vinny, want to have a catch?
Here's a question. Claire, do you know who Vinny Testaverde is?
No, who's that?
He owns the other portion of Macuga's shelves and at. No, Vinny
he's a Pittsburgh
Testaverde.
guy, right?
No, he's not. No.
He didn't start out in Pittsburgh?
I don't think so.
Anyway, he was a quarterback
was a
with a lot
quarterback.
of promise, played great in college, and had a solid NFL career, but
Solid.
ended up on a bad team initially, so he threw a lot of interceptions. Then he went to the Jets, led them to a couple championship appearances
Boom.
There you go.
under Parcells.
Yep.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Claire.
He was cooler than the other side of the pillow.
Claire is sort of like Amanda when we start talking about sports. She's like,
Uh-huh. I feel like every time we start talking sports, Claire in her mind just goes back into her own world. And Tina's there, and meatballs are there, and Wesley Snipes' the blonde hair is there.
She yawns
Oh,
and
yes.
finger just comes out of nowhere into her mouth. Yeah.
I mean, I've been living with Paul for like 19 years, and I do practice my sports face, but it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like I do kind of like there'll be some kind of game on, and Paul will go, oh, and I'm like, do you want a tea? Ooh, like it's fine. I support all the sports.
She
All the
supports.
sports.
She supports the sports.
Supports the
That's
sports.
what matters most.
I support the sports.
That-
What can I say?
More Claire accents are much required in the next episode. Claire, thanks for taking the time. Thanks for joining us.
Move here.
From all the way over. Yeah, just move to
Move here.
California. We can hug you in person. I believe the last time you were on, Claire, you said that my episode of Real Imagine Futures was way better than Mark Ellis's. But
Oh.
I know, because we did Point Break, I believe, so nobody can beat that.
we did Happy Gilmore. So
You know what, boys? I thought you were both good in equal measure. No fighting.
Thank
Okay,
you.
but for the tiebreaker, whose dream did Claire pop into last night of her own volition?
And yet she didn't
say
text you on your
nothing.
birthday. Uh-oh.
I think I got a tweet.
She wants to dance with somebody, Mark. She wants to feel the heat with somebody.
Dance with somebody.
Boys, stop fighting over me. It's fine. Jesus Christ. I'm on the show once, and look, Jesus. Look, there's enough thirsty Tina to go around for everyone. Whoa!
God, the best. Just the
The
best.
outros of Tina are
Really,
the best.
really
Yeah.
and truly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
God, I'm sorry. I lowered the tone with Tina and Meatballs,
No,
but
you
thank you
didn't.
very much for having me.
Claire, you're the
That's
best.
how you take a bow.
You're the best. Claire Lim, everybody. Thank you
Love
so
you, wee
much.
Claire.
Thank
Stay
you.
safe,
Bye,
Claire.
guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
I will
We-
see her in my dreams, literally.
We Kaika not looking forward to Claire's return. But listen, we don't make the rules
Yeah.
here. Okay.
Yeah, he's
E
got
Kaika Shively, can't
got
wait.
game face on now.
We Kaika not psyched about it. We're natural rivals.
It'd be fun though. Boys excited about going out there and doing things because I'm not. I mean, stand-up's gonna be fun, but like
Mark,
just actually
we've been waiting for months to go and hang out on the Comedy Store front porch. Months. I've had a child since our last hangout there.
I'm not saying we
Child.
can't do things. I'm just saying that like when I went to the movie theater a couple weeks ago for Godzilla Kong, there was other people just like walking around, and I was just like, what? Get away from me.
See, this is what happens, Ken, when you just live with a dog.
Look, I'm gonna still wear a mask.
Yeah,
I don't
me
want
too.
anyone to see my face.
Yeah.
I don't want to see. I don't want you to see me singing along to Whitney Houston in my car. And I kind of with Mark on this one. I want to go to the patio, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm good for a couple.
See,
of years.
this is, I'm telling you, this harkens back to what we were talking about before, is you guys in your corner party doing all your things, and I'm the one in the fountain doing a handstand.
It's true.
Okay? But this is why we all get along so well, because everybody needs a dum-dum.
Everyone needs a dum dum.
Hand off the baby to us. Ken and I will take good care. She's
Sure.
gonna be quiet. You go do your little performance in
Correct.
the lobby on top of the piano,
Yeah.
and
Like Connie Chung in that famous video. Do you ever see that famous video?
I was thinking more like Dave Chappelle in The Nutty Professor.
Unbelievable. I go Connie Chung, he goes Chappelle. It's classic.
Reggie Warrington.
Hymon John says, Mark, you may not know Josh loves Caddyshack too. That is incorrect. I do not love
Don't
Caddyshack
ever.
2.
I
Don't.
even though it was a total lie.
I know it's a
feel
movie.
very differently about Josh than I ever have before.
Yes, thanks, Mark.
It's horrific.
It's-
It is. You're watching careers die.
It's
Oh, yeah.
it's brutal.
Oh,
But
it's bad.
the custom carts were kind of cool. Were kind of a cool
Don't
touch.
say it,
Okay. All right. I won't say it.
please.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do some videos that make me smile and get the hell out of here. Today on Josh Birdie.
Oh yeah.
The battle. Okay. Can we pull up that thumbnail? Send that thumbnail to Ikaika
It's,
real
it's
quick.
in the it's in the
It's in
folder.
there.
Can we make
Okay.
Ken do the weather at the end of this too?
We did weather yesterday. You missed it.
I saw your Instagram stories and you did weather with a putter, yet you refused to go to Augusta.
No, we did go to
Oh, you did,
Augusta. We
okay.
started in Augusta.
I didn't see that on
Yeah.
the stories.
Let's bring up the leaderboard by the end of the show. We can. Let's bring up the leaderboard.
Hold on, one thing at a time.
All right, we Kaika. He's overworked. I'm gonna pee my pants. All right.
Where's this thumbnail?
It's in the
This is-
folder. Well, maybe it isn't.
Yeah, you talk about
No.
strong clothes.
I put it on the YouTube.
So-
I put it on the YouTube.
So quick story. I'll bide time here while
and
they're
it's now
they're
loading
talking.
up.
I asked my parents to be on Josh Birdie, right? The last time they did Josh Birdie, I was doing these family Josh Birdies during quarantine where we'd all get together and we'd do trivia virtually, right? And then I did one in person when we went to the beach, and my mom and dad did not do well. My dad's like, these questions aren't for old people.
Ooh,
So
okay.
he was a little thing. They thought that they were coming on Josh Birdie and competing against you. That's what they thought. It was they thought it was a 3-person Josh Birdie, right? Now, I told him no, it's just you two versus each other. Like when we used to watch Jeopardy at home, my mom and dad would yell at each other who got how many
Right.
right? And who got who first, right? So then I was like, I need to take a picture of you guys for the thumbnail. And I was like, I'm not going on any thumbnail. My mom was like, yeah, I don't want any pictures of me.
Wow.
So
they
this-
know they're going to be on camera.
Yeah,
It's
they
not-
do
it's
know
not like
that
an
they're going to be on
audio-only
camera.
podcast.
They refuse to do the thumbnail. So this is the thumbnail we've got. Ikaika Shively. Photos not approved.
Oh,
by
that's
judge.
great.
So today at 4 p.m. Pacific here on the channel, on the YouTube channel, my mom versus my dad in Josh Birdie. I've written out some fun categories, obviously a Pittsburgh-based one, but it's going to be fun.
That's exciting.
Fastest game show on the internet. I also sent a voice memo to Eric Bass last night. That was my idea for the theme song for Josh Birdie, and Ikaika Shively was in the studio and I recorded it. And when I was done, Ikaika Shively was just like, "What was that?" And I was like, "Yeah, here we
Is
go."
are we a go? Are we a green
We
light?
don't, yeah, he's good. He greenlit it. He's just gonna put some music to it. He's like, I'm not even gonna sing. I think it would be silly if I tried to re-sing yours. I'm just gonna put music to your ridiculous sound. bite.
Okay.
So-
When we're off air, I'm going to try to figure out my schedule. I might
Okay.
be able to be a live studio audience
Okay.
today. And if John or Dad want to employ and ask a mark
Oh,
as sort of like their JTE rule,
Sure,
they're more than
sure.
welcome. I might be watching from home because again, once I get on that that chair.
Yeah.
And once I start hearing Jim Nance's sultry tones,
Oh, you can't
it's
stop.
hard to get off the couch.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But good luck to John and Deb.
They're going to have a great time.
My money's
You're
on
going to have a
Deb.
great time. We had a great time here today. Let's do a couple videos that make me smile and get out of here before I pee my pants. I drink too much water in the morning. It's a thing. Look at this. Shaq is in this jewelry store and he buys this guy's engagement ring for him.
This is the first time. Every time you come in here, I always get on 30 minutes before you come in here.
See? Just bought this guy's engagement ring.
Yeah, because the guy was asking about putting a ring on layaway.
Yeah.
And Shaq's like, nah, I got it.
Yep.
Look at that
See,
card. That's an Amex Black.
Oh, yeah.
That's like a 25-pound card.
You ever held one of those?
Yeah. It's like a ninja star.
When I was working the door at the Comedy Store, a guy gave me an Amex Black card, and I held it, and my hand went from it's you feel the weight of the bank account.
You know who left his Amex Black card at Stone Rose when I bartended?
You.
No. Marcellus Wiley. And I still
that checks out.
It's got to still be at the bar somewhere. I mean, yeah. He left it, and I was like, he's got to come back. I'm gonna hold it at the register. It's Marcellus Wiley's black card. Never came back.
Never came back.
When I pop in to speak for yourself, I'm gonna let Marcellus know. Hey man, you want that Amex Black?
Yeah.
You invite me back.
I'm just waiting for that moment when I like run into Marcellus Wiley. So, Marcellus Wiley, do you remember when you left? Never mind. All right, here we go. Next video.
Oh, it's refreshing.
Oh, sorry.
By the way, good for Shaq, by the way. Good
Yeah,
for
that
Shaq.
was a very
That
nice
was
thing that
very
Shaq did.
nice.
All right, this is hilarious.
Mum's name backwards is a nice name for your future daughter, Carrie. I heard your mum's name backwards is a nice name for your future daughter, Carrie. I heard your mum's name backwards is a nice name for your future daughter, Carrie.
Come on.
It sounds. That's the
gagging.
grunt that you make right before you go bungee jumping for the first time.
Yeah,
Just,
yeah.
That's me. That's me getting up every morning.
Yeah, full circle.
That's
Ken.
a Ken Knapsack slip disc. Right there.
All right, let's do one more. Okay. Oh, that one gets me. Yeah. All right.
Figure out what was going on.
Oh my gosh, that's so.
Is that my
good.
dad? Is my dad in there?
That could be John Macuga.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. The planning, the pre-production that went into that, and where all three of us are in our lives, we're sort of in between the tennis player's stage of life and the snoring man making the sound effects. And I think we could still pull off a tennis match, but we're trending towards the snorer sound effect.
Great.
I've shared in Ken's snoring before. Ken has shared in my night terrors.
Yeah.
Mark was in another room.
Way different floor.
Different floor.
I'm not
everything.
messing with
You guys are in like 306. I'll be in 1119. Goodbye.
I could be rooming with Josh on the road somewhere, and if we're out after the show and I see him have one sip of whiskey, I immediately call the hotel. Hi, do you know any other hotels?
Are there any other hotels in the Seattle area that I could stay at? Yes, sir.
Good weekend.
It's good stuff.
Good weekend.
All right. This is the Positivity Report. Every single Friday, we're here. We're also here Monday through Thursday as well. So Monday through Friday, every single day, 9 a.m. Pacific, bringing smiles and giggles and laughter to your special thanks to Mark Ellis for being here.
Finger drums.
Do. Ken Knapsack. Do. The Hawaiian hunk. Do.
These lazy assholes won't even do their own sound effects.
We're just doing their sound. And of course, Claire Lim. I'm Josh Macuga. Today, Josh Marie, the Battle of My Parents, 4 p.m. Pacific. Remember, choose positivity. It's an active choice. Every single day, choose it. It's way easier to love than hate. Find the good. We'll see you Monday.